Hello and welcome to our Monday night Senior Ruby Rock Stars team call. We are so glad you are here. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure you type replay in the comments so that I can go back and celebrate that you were watching it on the return. We are going to be talking about goal setting for the beginning of the year and how to end our year strong. We're in the last few days, the countdown for the new year. Now, I know 2020's not been our favorite year. We've had a lot of weirdness, but we've also had a lot of greatness. And I want you all to think about the greatness that has come from 2020. Don't focus on those negative things. I want you to think about the good things. I want to challenge you. Write down some good things that happened this year. Yes, it's weird. Yes, it's crazy. We've had bad things happen, but we want good things. Get your mindset ready for the new year. So, as the new year's coming up on us, Friday, oh my gosh, I can't believe December 31st is Thursday. Friday is the new year. I want you to start thinking about your goals for next year. Go ahead and do that now. Take some time in the next couple of days to think about where do you see yourself in the upcoming year? What do you want to achieve? What are your personal goals? And I challenge you to take it a step forward further than that. One thing I started doing a couple of years ago is I would pray about things and I would just talk with the Lord about some areas I needed to focus on for the year. And a lot of times I would have a word of the year. One year my word was focus. God made me realize that I really needed to focus more on Him and get back into the scriptures. This past year, my word was grace, and you've heard me talk about grace. And the funny thing about that word is when that word came about, I really thought that word was um, grace for others, giving other people grace. But it turns out that what I learned is that I needed to give myself grace. And so I want you to think about whatever your word of the year is going to be, and it's going to be different for all of us. Crystal and I were talking this morning about some words that kind of are in the back of our minds, and I haven't really settled on my word, but whatever it is, I want you to get your little index card and you write that word, and you can just write. What I usually do is I'll write my word and I'll write 2021 for this year for whatever my word, and I put it where I can see it every single day. And I can't tell you how many conversations went back to that word for last year, grace. Grace. And actually, matter of fact, each one of us has had a conversation with that word for me. So I want you to really think about your goals for 2021. Maybe it's a personal goal. Maybe it's a relationship goal. Maybe it's a marriage goal. Maybe it's a financial goal. It doesn't have to be just a plexus goal. It needs to be your goal. What do you see for yourself? And then we're going to get together in the upcoming next few weeks, and we're going to vision cast and we're going to make vision boards together. Now, this is not something I've done with other people. This is something I do personally. And if you aren't sure what a vision board is just what it says. It can be anything, high tech, low tech, simple or fancy. It's just a visual board. You can make it out of construction paper, you can make it out of a poster board, you can make it out of a picture frame, whatever you want to make it out of. But on that vision board, you think about and you start dreaming about where do you see your life in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years. If you see yourself driving a brand new shiny black Lexus, black is for diamonds, by the way, then that's right, me too. We're going to cut out and make pictures for that. And I have to tell you a little story. I have a sideline sister from my Senior Ruby peer coaching group. She and I have been talking a lot about vision boards. And my vision board's in my office. It's one of those boards that has the crisscross ribbon. I don't know what you call them, but I stick things in there. And so when I started Plexus, I made a vision board and I made things in there, like I wanted to take a certain vacation and I wanted a certain um, purse, and there were different things that I saw, and not all of the things are material, but I want you to put those on there because you have to remind yourself when you're low in that valley and not on the peak, you have to have I have a picture of my family on mine. You have to have a visual reminder of why you are here and why you want to help people because there are going to be days that it's just not, you're not feeling it. It's rough days, peaks and valleys, peaks and valleys. But with this, back to this sideline sister, she and I were talking about our vision boards, and she was like, "I'll show you mine if you show me yours." And I said, "You go first," taking the high road out. And she sent me her vision board, and oh my gracious, it was so fancy. She has her vision board out for the next 5 years, and I'm like, "Okay, you really can't look at mine now because mine looks like something from a kindergartner class." But we talked about my vision board and what each thing means on mine. So we're going to get together and make those in the next coming week. So that's something we're looking forward to. But the big thing I want to talk about now is end of the year ball drop. This is going to be an event that we start tomorrow. Nothing like last minute throwing it together, but it's going to be amazing. We're going to run this like a 3-day challenge. It's going to run Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and it will carry over into Friday. Okay. It will carry over into Friday. And what we're going to do is there will be a prize for participation. There will be a prize for anyone who enrolls. So if we had 5 people to enroll tomorrow, they're going to get a prize. If we have people who are interacting, I'm going to pull a prize. And so for the next couple of days, it's going to be called the ball drop, end of year ball drop. We're going to do this in our Gut Health Matters group. Um, you're going to see the graphic change on that. We're going to do that. And then on Friday, those people that either enrolled, there's going to be requirements, and I'm going to tell you what they are in a minute, but those people are going to transition over to a Renew You Resolve to Change New Year's 30-day accountability group. Okay, we're going to have a 30-day accountability group. Crystal, this is something you and I were talking about this morning, doing it with the other people. I decided that we were just going to kind of do our own and keep it very intimate. If you decide to jump on with some of the bigger teams, they are wanting $5 for participation. That's fine. You can do that. But I talked to Brooke earlier and we just talked about it. And she felt like we had a large enough team and it would create a little bit more of a community and stronger relationships if we did it together. And so, what that's going to look like Friday, I'm going to go in and I need you guys to help too. If you have someone who has 100 PV or they have ordered a welcome pack in December or in January. Okay, so they will have 100 PV and that'll be January 1st. Okay, they got 100 PV, or they ordered a welcome pack. And I think Brooke is doing hers where they had to order the welcome pack like these next from that challenge. So if they've ordered a welcome pack, then they will be able to be in that group. And there are going to be weekly prizes for 30 days. Okay, so we're going to have a prize. And there's other things that's going to come with that. So if you're interested in helping be a leader in that group, let me know so that we can get together and kind of, oh, I'm sorry, Bella. I kicked my dog. So that we can plan together. I already have the days organized with what we're going to, the theme, so that every Monday is something, every Tuesday is something. It's going to be really easy, but it's going to take several people working together. I mean, I could do it by myself, but I don't want to. That's not fun. So, anybody who's interested in helping me with that, stepping up and being a leader, let me know ASAP, and we'll plan a little bit together with that. So I know you probably have questions about that, and we'll get to those questions in just a moment. But just to remind you, it starts tomorrow in the Gut Health Matters group. We're going to run it like a 3-day challenge. People do not have their 3-day boxes. That is totally okay. Totally okay. And then Thursday, you're going to see the activity change a little bit. We're going to have a ball drop countdown and have hourly prizes, and it's going to be so much fun. Okay, so there'll be more. I'll write it all out and I'll put it out there so you can read the specifics because I know there's a lot of questions about it. Um, real quickly, Crystal, are you where you can talk about the video? Okay, I'm going to ask you to unmute if you would share with us, please. Crystal watched this amazing video done by Emily Gibson and one of her new senior rubies. And I watched a little portion of it today. I had not watched it, but it is phenomenal. And so I asked her to come on and share with us what what her takeaways were, because she felt like it was something we all needed to hear.
Hey girls, I did enjoy the video and I will post it somewhere, wherever Jayla thinks it'll be good for me to put the link. But I just took a few notes on it, and I didn't actually make it to the very end with the notes, but the notes I got hopefully will help you. The first point they made is, if you want to move forward in your business, you have to help your people rank up. And that's not the first time we've heard this. I think I like that, because we all are folks that want to help others. And so it's a focus on other people. So if you want to proceed in the business, move up in the business, it's by helping others. It's said to do it in increments of 90 days. So think of it as like a 90-day push. So it's not something that's going to happen in just a month. You're going to help them from silver all the way to gold. And they can think of it as silver, add 3 people. Senior silver or super silver is what they refer to it as. Add 10 people. And then gold, add 10 more people. And they said that what we need to do is to do that over and over and over. And that will get us to whatever rank we want to go. You just keep repeating that. And as you're training them and teaching them how to do it, they're helping their folks. And that's how we're going to be able to get the ranks that we want. So this is one way to do it. This lady used her notes in her phone to keep up with all this. And that resonated with me, because I like to use my notes in my phone. But there's nothing wrong with taking a journal or taking a notebook and keeping up with it there as well. But she said the first thing you need to do is to identify the runners on your team. The people who are interested in sharing. Come up with a plan to help them and any on their team to rank up. And when they said come up with a plan, they didn't mean just say, okay, go add 3 people. They want us to help them come up with names. They want us to help generate, all right, who are you going to go to? Who else could use these products? She called the document that she fixed on her notes in her phone, she called it Rank Up. And she listed it out by month. And whenever somebody met their goal, she gave them a thumbs up out to the side. So she would know that they had met that goal. And she said, you set a goal for everyone who wants to work. You don't leave anybody out. Another thing that I like is, if people don't realize they want to work, you can approach them as, let's get your products paid for, because there's very few people who will turn that down. And then after they experience that, they may find out that, hey, I like this and I can do this. And it may turn into something more. But even if it doesn't, to create silvers on the team helps us. It helps everybody. It helps them and it helps us. So she said another thing to do is to have a section for potential silvers. The people who are already purchasing the products, they like the products, and you think you might can help them go silver, to have a section for that. She said you also needed to have a section for your hot 20 list. And she said your hot 20 list may not be 20. It may be 10, or it may be 7, or it may be, this woman, I think, had 27 people that she was currently talking to. But they said you need to always have people that you're talking to, so that when their sales and specials come up, you can go back to them with that information. And this was one question that Emily Gibson asked. She said, what actions are you doing to earn yourself a paycheck? So I thought about that a while. I don't do this for the money, but our company has the best compensation plan I have ever seen, or I've ever participated in. And I have done other types of companies before. They are very generous, and it is a blessing to my family. So I get what she's saying. We've got to be intentional with what we do, so that we can get the results that we're wanting. I have big goals. I really want to be debt free. That's going to help my family. And so there are things that I need to do monthly. There are things I need to do weekly. There are things I need to do daily to make that happen. So this was very interesting to me. She said that if you could turn 12 people gold on your team, that you would rank emerald. To be emerald, it takes 12 different golds. And we can do that.
Or 5 rubies.
Absolutely. We can do that. That's doable because we're not doing it alone. We help them, and then they help people, and then they help people. And all of that works together to move everybody up, because they'll be ranking up as well. All right, I got to turn my page.
While you're turning your page, I want to comment on 2 things real quickly. I love this, Crystal. This is a really good training that she did with her the new Senior Ruby under her. And if you go back and watch, and I think if you'll put that over in our Facebook group, Senior Ruby Rockstars, if you'll share that link in there, everybody should go back and watch it. But if you notice, the person doing most of the talking is the one that's in massive momentum right now. And there's a lot to be said. You've probably heard me talk about a 90-day push. I just come through a 90-day push, and I'm about to start January 1, another 90-day push. I kind of wrap my mind around, all right, the next 90 days, I'm running hard, and I'm going just, anybody that can link arms and go with me, let's go. But that's so very true, because when you think about it, in 90 days, that's doable. You're not doing this forever. 90 days. 90 days. The other thing I want to comment on is when you're talking about helping people go silver. All right. Now, every single one of us, we said no to the business. Every single one of us, myself included. We didn't want that. But once we realized, A, how much better we felt, the products helped us, we were sold on those products. The products and our community are what have kept us here. And so then we realized that we have something that can help people. We all have that spirit there. We want to help people, just like you said, Crystal. So we reach out and help people. But think about what we were doing when every single one of you started ranking up. We were getting together and we were making lists to reach out to people. We were working together, and we've got to get back to that, because that is what works when we do it together. And that's the beauty in it. Nobody wants to do this by themselves. We want to do it together. So, anyway, that's my 2 cents on that. So, what else did she say on your next page of notes?
Well, I got to the part where she was talking about scarcity.
Mm-hmm.
Scarcity.
Oh, yes.
Versus abundance mentality. And it is very easy to fall into the trap of having a scarcity mindset.
So, can you explain? Do you know what scarcity is?
Um, it's those negative thoughts that come up, feeling like you can't do it.
Well, it's even more than that. That scarcity mindset, it is a negative mindset, but a scarcity mindset, a person with scarcity mindset is a person thinking that their list, once they get to the bottom of their list, that's it. That's all they got. There's nothing else. A person with scarcity mindset looks around and says, gosh, you know what? My circle's so small. I just don't know if this is for me. Whereas if when you flip that, and an abundance mindset is like, all right, let's build a door. I might only have 5 people on my list. Let me go see if I can make new friends. Let me go see. It's the difference between being stuck in the problem or finding a solution. That's the difference between scarcity and abundance.
And that is as far as I got with the note taking. But there was one section right before she started talking about scarcity and abundance where Emily used an analogy. She said it was like a recipe. A recipe has all of these different ingredients, and apart, it might not be that appetizing. But when you put it all together and you layer it up, that it's delicious. And she said, what we're doing is building layers and we're helping somebody. And she said, it always goes back to silver, senior silver, gold every time. She said, teach them to do that. And then they keep doing that. And then that is how you become a diamond.
That's exactly right. And if you are watching the replay and you're not sure what silver means or senior silver or gold, if you're not sure what that means, please comment, please reach out to us and we will explain that to you. Because I know that sometimes we talk about this frequently. And so it's second nature to us. Silver is a rank you achieve. It's your very first rank with Plexus. It's when you have 3 ambassadors and you get rewarded with a bonus. And then when you hit the next rank, that's senior silver, and so on and so forth. So we can explain that in a little bit further. But Crystal, would you recommend everybody to watch that video?
It's awesome. Yes, I recommend it. And I plan on watching it again. I've watched it 2 times already, but I plan on watching it a third time because I just feel like I've missed something. Every time I watch something like that, I pick up on something new.
Well, and something else, Crystal and I talked for a long time this morning about a lot of different things. And one thing you and I were talking about this morning is you've started back watching Diamond Docs again. And I
Mhm.
love that because this is a weird time of year. 2020's been weird, but the holidays are a weird time of year. People go quiet, people turn off their subscriptions, and that is okay. Give them the grace. Money's tight for everyone, everyone. And so when you find yourself with that scarcity mindset and that negative, you're starting to go down into that negative valley, go watch a Diamond Doc. Go pull a Diamond Doc out. If you've not watched them all, there's a Diamond Doc for every day of the year. There's plenty.
Mhm.
And I can show you where those are, or you can just type in on YouTube Plexus Diamond Docs, and you can find anybody and everybody. And a lot of those are my friends, and there are sidelines, our brothers and sisters. If you're not sure of a good one to watch, send me a message and I can recommend a lot. And some of you guys that are here, Joyce, Renee, Crystal, you all have watched some really good ones that I haven't watched. So you have some really good recommendations as well. So if you could take away one thing from that video, what would that be? What would the overall theme and the message be?
I think it's that it's doable.
Hmm.
When we look at it, it looks like a giant elephant. It looks like it's something that other people are achieving, but we can't. But we know what to do with elephants. We eat it one bite at a time.
Well, go ahead.
And I think that if we can teach people that it is doable, and they can see the joy that it is to help somebody, they'll be hooked, and they'll want to do it. And at the very least, we're helping them get the products paid for.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's where our pop-up parties come into play. That's the wording we use. They're not working a business. They're not doing anything hard. All of that responsibility falls on us. And so we are gearing up to start our pop-up parties the first week of the year again, starting next week. And so go ahead and think about this is something I'm working on. Think about people that you've added the last 90 days and who have we done a pop up party for? Who have we not done one for? Who's someone that has said they were interested in getting their products paid for and just we didn't do a party for them for whatever reason. It doesn't matter. Maybe we did do a party for them. Maybe they want to do a reset. That's okay too. So come up with a list because I'm working on getting my schedule organized for January. So we want to have that one done. The other thing I want to talk about is December 31st is our Blue Jean Challenge. It is going to end. So get ready. I want to see those pictures on the 31st. And I'll have a post. And if you have people who are doing this with us, you can reach out to them and let them know. I haven't announced the prize yet, but it's a good one. I want to tell you, but I'm not. I'm going to let it be a surprise because one of y'all might win the prize. Unless you're like me and I've been eating everything not nailed down. Holidays are the food's too good. Too good. All right. So, two more things real quickly, and then I will end the recording and we'll talk for a second. Leaders Retreat is coming up. Please don't forget. If you earn Leaders Retreat or if you didn't earn Leaders Retreat, that's okay. We're going to host Leaders Retreat at our house, and it's going to be Friday afternoon and all day on Saturday. And so we're going to be coordinating with some food and snacks and refreshments, and there will be giveaways and prizes. So if you didn't earn it, that's okay. You're coming. If you want to be there, you come on. Okay. But I need a head count. I need to know how many we're going to have because I got to have enough prizes, right? So it'll be Friday night, which is January 8th. Gosh, y'all, that's next weekend, not this weekend. That's next weekend. Oh my gosh. And then the 9th, it will be all day on the 9th. So get ready for that. Put it on your calendars. I know you already do. If you did earn it, what's going to happen is we're going to watch it on the big screen TV at my house, but you're going to have to log in on your phones. You can just mute your phone, but you're going to have to show where you're logged in or you will forfeit your money and prizes. Okay. So we have a solution for that. And then one final thing is I want to reschedule our Christmas party for during the leaders retreat. It's going to be kind of weird, but I'm going to leave my tree up and we're going to celebrate Christmas and leaders retreat at the same time. And I might leave my tree up all year. I don't know. I hadn't decided yet. So those are a couple things that are going on. Thank you so much for joining us for our Monday night team call. It went a little longer tonight, but we had a lot more to talk about. The new year's coming. Big things are happening. We don't want you to miss out. We want to link arms and run together. And I believe in every single one of you. And you know I am here for you anytime, any hour of the day. You just reach out and let me know how I can help you. And we wish you a wonderful new year, and we will see you in 2021. Good night.